I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe someone's just like keeping it on in the background or something. Miriam, do you drink at all or no? Only sake. Only sake. Wait, what? Where did I start? Yeah, I might stream in the morning, probably. And I won't be stopped, either. Or, actually, am I? What day is it tomorrow? Fucking Friday. Just fucking Fry tour with Luna. I honestly don't care about that much.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Okay, this is all done. I'm not sure what's going on. I only drink sake, Miriam. That's about it. And if it's that, it's very, very, less times. I'm not that worried about Fry tour. I should have this, key, I think. Bloodstain, no, yeah, okay. We're good. Miriam, do you want to watch me stream some Death Stranding tomorrow then? I might watch Fry tour. I don't know yet. Maybe. But I kind of want to stream Death Stranding. It's a very peaceful, like, calm game to play.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
This is the guy. This is the murderer.
Mr. Throgmorton hired me to
How do you
find
like
his
him,
son
Miriam?
Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
I got nothing to hide. Why do you look like that? Yeah, what the hell's wrong with your face? You look freaky. What's wrong with your face, man?
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me
Goddamn
just 'cause I look
racist.
different to you.
Goddamn
Spit on me,
xenophobe.
whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
What's sake made
Mother's
of?
bodies were blessed
It's
by
made of
the
rice. It is a
You're gonna see
Japanese
a lot
rice
of us
wine.
here.
There's a lot of it in Sekiro. That's what got me into it.
We are
It's all over
proud of
Sekiro.
you.
You have to find certain bottles of sake in the game Sekiro, and you can give them to certain NPCs in the game, and they will tell you like some lore, backstory, and stuff while they drink it. It's kind of cool. Made me want to get this. His face is different because he is from a place called Innsmouth, where they a long time ago they made a deal with some certain people that live underneath the sea to breed with them and create half human offspring. And at a certain point in their age, they slowly start turning into fish. Like first, you'll just have like really droopy, giant eyes, and like your skin will start getting like more pale. And then at one point, you'll turn into this guy.
No warning, no second chance.
And then once this guy's got so far, he looks so freaky But when he actually ends up going in the water,
remember
he'll
it.
totally turn into like a
When he
scaly
woke,
frog
it was like
fish
a
monster after.
bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall, after is that
This guy's a
darn
liar.
warehouse.
I beat the game,
Me,
and I found out. I let this guy
covered in
go
blood.
last time, and I found out he is
I had
lying. He
no
knew
idea
exactly what he was
happened,
doing.
though.
He knew he
I
was killing
suspected
this
it
guy.
had something to do with that ape. Turns out.
Yeah, don't trust
I
anyone
was
with
right.
gills, because, like, even if they're nice, some of them are actually nice in this game. There's nicer versions of these dudes later on in the game. And they're good guys, some of them. But, at the same time, they're all, like, animals. They're all monsters. Even if they're good right now, at any time they could snap, and they'll immediately start being evil and effing with people. Eating them, taking them as wives, like, whatever. It's very freaky stuff. Do you read much, Miriam?
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that would only bring bad luck.
This freaky looking guy's from a book called The Shadow over Innsmouth. It's a pretty good one.
Right.
It's pretty short. It's not a very long
Barry
book at all.
dragged that
If you
damn
ever wanted
ape to our
to
house.
read it or something like
He
that.
was bragging about how much Mr. Frog.
There's also
would
somebody
give us for
on
saving his
YouTube
son.
that does a
That
really
ape,
good like audio
He
reading
was
of it.
out cold.
He's really good. It's
Then
free.
woke in
All
an
that.
instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Why do your people hate the Throgmortons? Because they're monkeys versus the fish. Fish versus monkeys. Actually, I wonder if that ape man is related to the headless ape in Sekiro. It's like his Japanese uncle or something. There you go. Your actions
The
look
things
deliberate.
you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage.
It's
A
true.
fatal shot to the head, a hidden body.
Yeah, it's very
One
true.
might start to
I should
wonder
have
if it
noticed
was
this.
deliberate.
It's
I
more
don't know
than just
what
an
to say.
evil, possessive mist at this point.
I wasn't myself.
He even sounds like he's lying. Why was I so stupid back then? I really wanted to, like... he hit me with the race card immediately. I was just asking him what's up with his face, and he's like, "Oh, yo, now you want to come and attack me, huh? You want to spit in my face because I look different than you, huh?" And then I feel bad after he's like that. Well, my crap, I can't just kill you now just because you're a frog man, and sometimes frogmen get possessed by frog gods, like, it happens. That's what I was thinking, but he wasn't being possessed by frog gods. He knew exactly what he's doing.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons.
Innsmouthers.
Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
Actually, he's not really even being manipulating. He's kind of real. Like, they hate him just as much as they hate those guys. But really, the Throgmortons have a good reason to hate these guys. They're already suspicious enough as is. But the Throgmortons have been doing their underwater expeditions into what the hell's going on, and I think they know there's something up with these guys and the water, and the floods, and all this spooky stuff. So really, I think his hatred is in a way justified in this case for these people. Like, it really sounds bad just to hate the entire people, but they'll eventually all become fish monsters once they get the urge to finally, like, every single one of them has the urge to go into the ocean. And when they get there, their gills are born, and they get gray fucking scaly skin and become deep ones, and create massive castles in the ocean to pray to their god, and kidnap humans and eat them and all that. Actually, Bethesda made a game over the Shadow over Innsmouth in a way. It's kind of like a sequel to the Shadow over Innsmouth as the game, called Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth. Bethesda did
You
that.
mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess.
The Marsh family. The Marsh
Right.
family are the people
Those
that
filthy
created all
apes.
these
Now that most of the Blackwoods
human,
are
half
gone,
fish people. Because
there's nobody left to protect us
one of the first
Innsmouthers.
versions of that of the Marshes, one of the original captains of the Marsh family, went out on his boat, and he eventually found the deep ones in the water, and then he made his deals, and they gave him gold and underwater gold, and he became rich, made the whole entire city rich because they were giving him underwater weird space gold or something. Yeah, wild stuff.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please.
You know what?
Without me, they'll starve.
Without me, they'll starve. See this motherfucker. I'll think about
This
it.
is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
What do you think, Miriam? Should I be evil and take his money and then also rat him out to the police? Or should I just not take his money and leave and then rat him out to the police? Which one should I do? Jeez, Miriam, that's so dark. We're gonna take his money and then still.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
I'm so mean. Alright. You're so mean, Miriam, actually, not me. You're the one who chose this. Alright. Which guy are you talking about? This guy also goes insane. Are you talking about the main character? Main character of Sinking City?
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family.
Oh yeah,
Took it out
he's
on
a little bit crazy.
Oh, that scum.
That's because
getting
he's
off
like a
easy.
chosen one of sorts, my
The
main
whole
character.
city shall see what happens when you cross the
He's
Throgmortons.
destined to be here.
Justice,
That's why his dreams sent him here.
sweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself
He
so
can go insane.
useful.
There's a bunch of different endings to this
Thank
game.
you.
The
Mr.
ending can be
Throgmorton,
you allow a
I hate
god
to
to come
press
into
you,
this
but do you
world,
think you could help
destroy
me
it.
now?
Yes.
You can seal it in. You can just
Shame
leave.
to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm trying to find sources of my visions.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throckmorton.
See, he thinks he's going mad.
I see things, visions, and I need it to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
And the best part of this game is like finally going
A
underwater.
geological expedition. I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
So you think this flood is unnatural? Of course
You mentioned the
it is.
flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
We weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
I find it really disappointing that this like low budget indie studio is able to make this game. It's pretty good voice syncing with the mouth, but fucking BioWare couldn't do absolutely anything. Really sad.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
All insane or dead,
Do you think your son
probably.
was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
The ape guy is very interesting. He is probably the richest man and most important man in this city. Maybe rivaling one other guy.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Here, I'll mark it on your map.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Hell yeah, we got 2 antipsychotics. That's good. Alright, so the interesting thing about this game is there's no map markers in any way, shape, or form on this entire map. The way you have to do it is check your casebook, check your stuff. I think he gave me some kind of info. Robert Throckmorton gave me a key to the expedition headquarters. It is in the northern cover side at the crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Northern cover side. Hubert Asher Road. Okay, there's Asher Road. Where's Hubert? There. The expedition's headquarters are located at the northern coverside, crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Ave. Okay. Right here. Oops. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I should probably stop at my hotel before I go anywhere. What the hell? Oh, I'm going crazy. No, this is where we look for the sun. This is an area that's finally unlocked, and we had to find the sun because the police block off the road. Oh, there's the giant monster. Jeez. And we're somehow in our hotel room. Great. Oh look, it's our friends.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brother. Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
United States Navy, USN, Charles W. Reed. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yes, Miriam. How sexy am I gonna wear today? What am I going with? Wearing the backpack? No backpack? Wind coat, where I look like a badass. Going for a vacation. I can't do these ones yet, but they're pretty cool too. Cultist, look at that. That's freaky. Look at that big collar.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
What is that? Sleeping? Sleeping meds? So yeah, there's a bunch. You can unlock all these from doing certain cases. Like certain detective cases for people. Or... oh, is that what that was? Opium? I didn't know. Didn't see what it said. Story progress, investigator pack. Complete the case, rest in peace. Complete the case, bounty of the sea. help the police, learn all about wild beasts and the field research case. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. There is a big ass fucking poppy plant right there. Should have noticed that. Okay, I guess that's it. Raids on Inmouthers. Oh yes, I forgot. If you come to this bulletin board, you'll get a certain different news article depending on what your choices were throughout the game. So you get a bunch of different ones. The number of attacks on the Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to the abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case with several illegal Innsmouthers' business captured and their owners sent to jail. This city ought to have been cleaned of these fish-faced scum a long time ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It started too late. Had we not neglected our civil duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. Damn, see? Because we chose to kill that guy, more hate spread among the people to these Innsmouthers. Now people are killing entire families worth of them because they do not trust them at all. Oh, what's that? Oh, Mr. Reed. It seems you've overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation with Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for my audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Well, thank you, the King in Yellow. This guy pretends he is some kind of, like, person that is helping me with my case, but it makes no sense. This little skinny guy somehow carried me all the way to my hotel room from, like, the beginning of the game, which is really far away. Doesn't make sense. He just snapped his finger and we were there because he's a god. And inspect all these rooms. What's really interesting is the guy I'm talking. I said that this guy is probably the King in Yellow.
Door won't butt.
But right next door to us, when I was saying that guy's the King in Yellow, if we go in this room, this is all about the King in Yellow. These are the yellow signs of the King in Yellow that summon him. Which means someone is trying to summon the King in Yellow right next door when he somehow just brought me to his hotel room. It's very convenient. The nightmares. Oh. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They're just men, the Yellow King's gang. They can't get me here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer. I'll figure them out. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, maybe we were summoned here. Maybe somebody helped us with a bunch of magic powers, because, like, I don't think we were chanting. Maybe we were screaming a little bit, but I don't think we would be chanting. Especially with a bunch of other stuff. That's weird.
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine.
Maybe he did walk us in the...
Take what you wish.
Not really sure. At some points, it's really weird because he's for sure something related to the King in Yellow. I don't know if he's exactly him or some kind of like aspect, some kind of human representation of him on Earth or something. I don't know. Because he dies and then he comes back to life again later, and then you can kill him again. You can kill him right after he dies and comes back, and then you can kill him again yourself. It's really weird later on.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Oh yeah, also, this guy will eventually become one of those fish-face monsters. If you see his eyes are bulging, like I said, his cheeks are swollen. He's turning into it. Look at this man. This man is turning into one of the fishes. Start running into some speakers stuff. Oh yeah, something I noticed really early on is, remember that photo we have out on our hotel, in our hotel room, of me and our, like, gang on our Navy? We were called, like, the Cyclops 1, or something like that. That was our group called, the Cyclops 1. Look at the name of this boat. I noticed this when I first started playing it, but it never got explained. So it's called the Cyclops 2. The name of this little mini boat is the Cyclops 2. That is that just seems too convenient. There's something up with that, but it was never explained, which I don't get. Or maybe I missed something, I don't know. Like, when I seen that at first, I was like, maybe all this is a lie, and he's even more crazy than they think. Like, he's imagining he was in the Navy because he rode on a boat that was called the Cyclops 2, right? And then he's like, oh, this is my group on the big Cyclops 1. Or something like that, I don't know. It's very confusing. Yeah, something like that. That's what I first thought, but that's not what's happening. I think it might just be, actually, no, I have no idea. It could have been anything. Is this the right way, correct? Miriam, I like how every single one of your comments are showing up on my screen. Nope, I'm off for a while. And do you have to work tomorrow? I'm off for a while. I think this is it. No, never mind. Oh, there it is, right here. Expedition headquarters. Alrighty.
Guess I don't need the key.
I hear something. And I really don't like hearing it. Wonder why there's Java here. Kind of weird.
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased. These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
They came from weird space gods. Fisherman reports. L. Sullivan and B. Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Harvey. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mention a rock that rose from the seabed, making the fog shine different colors. The witness felt sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got severe burns after chiseling off a part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis. Okay, so they're radioactive, I guess. This is just too early. This is around the time of like the what's it called? The Prohibition, like liquor.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
You never will. Oh wait, what's in here? Those freaky, freaking, slimy, evil killer fish. Not a fan of these things. Oh. I have a secret portal. I remember there's a jump scare waiting for me right now. No? Maybe later. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh my god. Yep, I totally got jump scared. Headshot. That was freaky. But, shot him perfectly in the head, so who cares? Actually, what did that say? Dangers of diving. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting. You know what, Mary? Alright, I think I'm gonna go off now. I'm gonna go eat dinner now because I've been fucking streaming non-stop. I haven't even eaten yet. Good night, Miriam. Message me when you're up tomorrow and I'll go get a setup around then. Because I'll start Death Stranding when you're around, since you want to watch it. I've already played it, so honestly these streams are more fun if like people would watch them. Yep, good night.